Queen has suffered further heartbreak after close friend Sir Michael Oswald passed away on the same day that the monarch was attending the funeral of her husband Prince Philip. Her Majesty's trusted horse racing advisor passed away from a long illness on Saturday 17th of April, the Times reports. Sir Michael looked after the Queen and the Queen Mother's racing interests for almost 30 years. He was regularly pictured next to royals at racing events over the years. While it is not yet known how Sir Michael passed away, the senior editor of the Racing Post shared the sad news on Twitter on Sunday with the Post. Sir Michael Oswald was clearly a very lovely man. He died yesterday and is remembered here with great fondness and some super stories. Sir Michael was born in Walton-on-Thames, Surrey, in 1934 and attended Eton and later King's College, Cambridge. The racing enthusiast was then recruited as manager of the Royal Studs. He worked for the Queen Mother from 1970 until 2002 before becoming Her Majesty's racing advisor after her passing. Paying tribute to her husband, Oswald's wife Lady Angela, who was the Queen Mother's lady-in-waiting for many years, told the Racing Post, "He always said he had the most wonderful job anyone could ever have had, and that for all his working life he was simply doing what he would have done had he been a rich man who didn't have to work." The Queen's current racing advisor, John Warren, said Sir Michael did a magnificent job in managing the Royal Studs. He was extraordinarily enthusiastic and got such a buzz out of all the royal winners, he said. Sir Michael was appointed Knight Grand Cross of the Royal Victorian Order in last year's New Year's Honours list. The expert fondly remembered his time working with the Queen and once gave an insight into her dry sense of humour. Sir Michael had called aide Barry Mitford to let him know a horse the Queen owned called Harvest Song was running and it would be shown on TV in case the monarch wanted to watch. He said, "Barry got rather excited at this, asking will it win and should he have a flutter. I told him under no circumstances should he waste any money on that I had more chance of winning the 100 metres at the Olympics." Incredibly, the 50-1 outsider won the race by 5.5 lengths. When Sir Michael later rang the Queen to ask if she'd watched the race, she replied, "Oh yes, and may I say that Barry is standing next to me. If I was you, I would find some dark glasses and a good disguise next time to come anywhere near this place." Sir Michael's passing came as another blow to the Queen, who was already mourning the loss of her husband of more than 7 decades. The Duke of Edinburgh was laid to rest on Saturday in an emotional funeral in Windsor, with just 30 mourners in attendance. The grieving Queen sat alone, as she said a final farewell to her beloved husband on her saddest and most difficult day. According to Mail Online, on Sunday, the 94-year-old monarch had driven herself to Frogmore Gardens, her beloved spot in Windsor, for some quiet contemplation. Sources say visiting Frogmore regularly will help the Queen deal with her grief after Prince Philip's death. The gardens are one of her favourite parts of the estate, to walk her new puppies, Dorgy Fergus and Corgi Mutt.